Hey guys, it's William. Welcome to the Shape Game. This is Indiana Jones' hat, according to Disney. It even has a little... Does it have it on that side? Nope, wrong side. It's got the little pin on there, if you can see that says Indiana Jones. And on the inside, it says Indiana Jones. And at the top, it says Indiana Jones. Multiple times on this hat, it tells you that it's Indiana Jones' headwear collection. There we go, nice. I would not rock this on a day-to-day life. I probably wouldn't even wear it once in a while. I bought it mainly because it's an Indiana Jones hat. I'm not going out in the world wearing it, so I thought, since this is probably one of the only times I'll ever wear it, I thought I'd wear it for you guys. I don't think I can pull this style of hat off. I don't know how many people could, besides Indy himself, and that was like, what, several decades ago when that was his thing? Anywho, let's get to it. I didn't buy a whole lot at Disneyland, but this was one of the things I bought, so it was real fun when I had to wear this on the plane, because I was like, everyone's judging, but I'm okay with that. So this is the airport. I don't know what it is, even though I've spent way too much time in airports the past several weeks, not only because of going to Florida, but going to a concert in Colorado a couple weeks after. So much flying. Usually I love flying, but because there's so much in like a month's time, I'm like, yeah, I can take a break for a while. But I love airports. I love flying. It's just something about the experience. Not the crying kids, not the lines, none of that stuff. Just the idea of it, and not the waking up early and not going through security. There's a lot of things I don't like about the airport, but somehow I still see an overall positive thing about it. I also like taking pictures outside the plane window. It's just something about it I love, because it's like, I know all the people on the plane can see that. Everyone taking flights can see that, but something about it's like, wow, that's a view that you don't just get every day, and it's like, it's crazy how many thousands of people are down there, it's like in that image, more than thousands. I mean, that's just crazy. Well, another shot, don't worry, I'm not going to show you guys too many of these. I take way too many plane shots, but I do love this one. I love Southwest Airlines. If I haven't said it on this channel, they're my favorite airline for many reasons. Great with customer satisfaction and employee satisfaction. Out of all airlines, at least 2 years ago when I checked, Southwest Airlines, that's the place to work for airline companies. Anyways, I just love it. I love their motto. I love their design. I love the big heart that they got on the planes. This is cool stuff. I could get into a whole thing. I once had a college course about marketing. Is this gonna play? Because sometimes... Oh, there we go. I'll mute that. This is landing. I had a college course about marketing and stuff, and I did a whole thing about Southwest Airlines. At the end of it, my professor was like, so you did a good job. It was very informational, but did you didn't include any negatives about the company, and that's what you're supposed to do, a negative that you would fix. And I was like, oh, crap-a-rooney. That's exactly what I said to my professor. I was like, oh no, I can't think of a negative because I love it so much. When I really like something, it's hard to think of negatives, unless it's Star Wars. I can think of a lot of negatives, sadly. Anywho. Alrighty. Crossroads of the world. It's so cool. I can zoom in for you guys and you can see some things. There's Mickey on top of the world. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. I was gonna say that it would be cool if he was standing on Florida, because that's where we were. But of course he's not standing on Florida. Florida's right here, and he is on top of the world, which I guess is the crossroads. Also, if anything, well, never mind. It should be Hollywood, but he's not there either. So. This is my friend David. He's going to be mad at me because I put way too many pictures of him in here. But there's a lot of good pictures of things that I don't have pictures of, but he's in them. So I have to, put him in there. Sorry, David. Love you tons. You're like my best friend. This is a Star Speeder. This is the outside of what we flew in. Me, my dad, and myself. I think I said me twice. And it is very fun. I did this way back in California when I was younger. So did David back in the day when he was younger. And they've changed the ride several times, and the current way the ride is very, this is not quality. I'm saying, so when I say it's janky, I'm not talking like the quality of the ride. It was beautiful graphics. I mean, the whole thing felt like you were flying in space, but it was janky in terms of I was very nauseated by the end of it. And it's not super easy to make me nauseated on a ride. So I could go on many roller coasters without getting nauseous, and for some reason, several of the rides at the Star Wars part of Galaxy's Edge is what they call it. Several rides on that just didn't. They made my stomach not great. So this was one of them. I liked the old version better that I went on when I was a kid because it was less janky and more of a Star Tour. That's what this is called, a Star Tour. And this version was less of a Star Tour and getting away from the First Republic. C-3PO, being C-3PO. He moved and talked and stuff. Of course, I'm William, and I didn't get a video of that. I took a picture of this. You'll see a lot of pictures of things where I just like the aesthetic, and I like this. It made me feel Star Warsy. It's cool, you know. I'm gonna try not to give an essay for each picture because I have like 100 pictures on here to show. And we're 5 minutes in. Robots. Actually, I will say real fast, that is the pilot right there of the old Star Tours, the one from like the 2000s, early 2000s. And they replaced him with, I'm pretty sure, C-3PO, which, I mean, I don't know about you, I like C-3PO in the terms that he's a Star Wars character that's been there for a while. Now, his personality and voice, do I enjoy hearing? Especially narrating high suspense chase? No, not really. But I miss the old droid, but, you know, some cool pictures. If you want to read some stuff, you can, you know, go back and pause. Me and David in front of a A-Wing. Watch somebody tell me I'm wrong. It's been a while. I'm 90% sure that's an A-Wing. Couldn't touch it. That would have been really cool. I wish there was ones you could get in and take pictures like you're on the pilot, but no ships you could do that with. None of the ships, unfortunately. This is David. I was not in a picture wearing this, unfortunately, but it took about 5 minutes to put that helmet on, and then the salesman came over and said, if you were curious, the adult selection is behind us, and he wasn't being rude. Literally, David struggled putting this on because it was a child's helmet. If you were curious, I don't have a picture of it. The adult helmet fit much better. Also, there's a character from Adventures in Odyssey. If you don't know what that is, that's fine. David looks just like Eugene Meltzner, and well, he acts like him more than he looks like him, but he acts like him so much. And Eugene wears a vest. I've been telling David for years to get a vest. Come on, guys, in the comments, tell him he should wear a vest. It's his thing. Cool pictures of around the area. Here's the Millennium Falcon, life size is what they say. We did get to go in that. I'll have pictures of that later. Most of the crowds were at this because people really wanted to take pictures of the Millennium Falcon. So, Stormtrooper. Buttons for making a droid. Do I have that right here? I do. I can show you guys the droid I made. Really slowly, of course. It was really fun. You get to pick all your robot pieces off a conveyor belt. I mean, I can only imagine being a kid in love with Star Wars again and doing all that. Like, it would be so much fun. Okay, for some reason I found this picture of myself in the bag with the robot, so that's great. Oops. Dropped Baby William. There we go. All right, this is not Baby William. I meant the picture. Here we go. This is the robot I got to build there. Droid, excuse me. Oh, I need to tighten that leg. I loved building this. It was a lot of fun. Once again, like I said, if you're a kid, they really, really made the experience feel like you were making a Star Wars droid in the movie universe. Like, I don't know, like, they did such a good job immersing you with that. So, if you were a kid, I mean, even as an adult, I fell for it a little bit. Because, like, there's a part where they put it in a socket right here, and, like, you can see it in the top there. They put it in there, and all of a sudden, the droid starts lighting up, and it's like it was activated, and you're like, whoa, that's kind of cool. I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch of fancy technology to make it do that, but just the way they did it, it was a lot of fun. It was like $110 maybe for the robot, the droid. Why do I keep saying robot? Which was worth it because it's super well built and the experience is so much fun and it's really well controlled. Do I have it right here? The controls are so quick. Oh my gosh, like it's worth the money. It's if you paid that much for any other thing on Amazon and it was quality and it was really good and fast and rapid response, then it's the same quality to me. Actually, probably a good deal considering that the lightsaber, which I didn't get, was $250. And you know, medical droid. Took a picture of this because I thought it was hilarious. There was a lot of things that looked like Star Wars stuff, and then there was this that looked like not Star Wars. I mean, the engine is probably the most Star Wars part, but that looks like a mattress frame. That looks like something out of Mad Max more than Star Wars. I thought that was funny. Even the seats. But okay. Here's my friend David in the Jedi robe. $150, and it was so warm. I'm 90% sure. I don't know what it was made of, but we were already hot there. The moment I put that on, I tried it on also, and it was I was sweating, and I was like, I'm not buying this. $150 for a robe that even in my house I'd be sweating in? Not interested. Of course, the store I was most interested in going in beside the Star Wars one was closed. So I didn't get to go in the Indiana Jones outpost. Had to buy this somewhere else, and there was like 2 Indiana Jones things, this and something else. And I was like, that store had a lot, and I couldn't get in there. That's a tank from Indiana Jones. That is not from Indiana Jones. That is a $100 costume, probably more than $100 for your child. I thought it was creepy and hilarious. So if you want your kid to look like Baby Yoda with legs sticking out of his hover pod, which doesn't make sense, get him this. Yeah, more pics of that. $11 spork with travel bag. Isn't that nice? A Kassoon. I don't know what. That's probably not English, but I think that's funny. That's Hondo. He's a space pirate. It's okay. I'm pretty sure it was an animatronic. It was impressive. He told us to get on the Millennium Falcon, which we did. This is all set after the new movies, so we didn't hear really anything about Luke Skywalker or Darth Vader, any of that. I mean, we're on the Millennium Falcon, and Han Solo wasn't anywhere. I mean, we saw like 5 seconds of Chewbacca. I'm not getting into this, but that was probably my thing. I was like, oh yeah, I like the new movies, I guess, but you know, I want Luke, you know, I want Darth Vader, like Han Solo, I mean, Yoda, Qui-Gon Jinn, I mean, so many things. But yeah, here's the cockpit. This was fun. If you're a kid, you're gonna love this. I mean, I had fun, but once again, I know all this. If you were a kid, you'd go nuts, because this literally feels like you're on a mission in the Millennium Falcon. Everyone's in different seats. You all have different things to do, and it's like, all right, engineers, when your lights are flashing, you gotta flip the switches. So me and David were engineers in the back seat, and so like they would all light up. We'd have to hit stuff, and it's like, good, all the buttons have been, you know, it made you feel like you were on the mission doing all the stuff. And it was also nauseating. Less nauseating than the Star Tours, but more worth the nauseating feeling. A-Wing at night. Animal Kingdom, not Star Wars. That'd be... Yeah, no, that's definitely Animal Kingdom. I was joking as if it could fit in Star Wars. I'm going to go with no. Tree of Life Garden. This was really pretty. This is a fake tree. That they did not do this to a real tree, but I am just impressed how much it looks like a real tree and how beautiful the design of all the animals is carved into whatever material this is. I mean, and the entire thing, you know, has creatures carved into it, and it's massive. There's a gorilla, I believe, and you can literally go around the whole animal kingdom and you just see this giant tree in the center of it. All roads lead to the Tree of Life, and that's kind of cool. That's not a beautiful saying, that's just how they designed it. Hakuna Matata. All right. This is David in front of Africa, obviously, you know, Africa, you know, the big doors of Africa, obviously. On his shirt, there's this man named Grimly, I think, and he decided that every time I take a picture of him while he's wearing the shirt, he does the pose, so don't question it, that's David being David. Harambe. I'm not going to show you all of them, but there's so many pictures of David pointing to Harambe, because he's like, it's the meme, I have to point to the meme. And I'm like, that meme's outdated. The gorilla's been dead quite a while now. The bird song, if you've heard that, you know, bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. That's what they were blasting on this boat as they drove by. I got to see Launchpad McQuack, which was awesome. The only DuckTales person I saw. Then, of course, you got adorable Donald and Daisy. Because of Corona, not many people were walking around in the suits. And I as much as a 27-year-old that I am, I would have loved to taken a picture with Donald Duck or Launchpad. I'm such a child, but I would have loved that, actually. And we couldn't do that. Oh, by the way, these employees look really happy. I mean, it's hot and they're on a boat and they can't put the canopy up, but I think that's kind of funny. There's David with Simba's face. He told me to take that picture, so that's why it's there. There's no Harambe on here. I think he was just happy that we were going to Gorilla Falls. This is him pointing at Attention Rangers. This is why he took a picture. I thought that was kind of funny too. Off insect repellent. I don't think that was anywhere like you couldn't buy that anywhere there. But I love that they sponsored that one little thing. Meerkats. This is an official Mickey art, but it looks like a bootleg Mickey art. I just think that's so funny. I had a video of this, but it's really loud, and as talented as this man was, I'm just gonna show you the picture. He was blasting it out on this instrument. I'm going to say it's an African instrument because we were in Africa when this happened. But it was good stuff. I thought this was hilarious. Famous sausages. I mean, are they famous? I've never heard of them. And there were no sausages for sale near there, so I did not get to prove or disprove that. This is an Avatar world. There's probably a Pandora, right? That's what they call it. Okay, I just want to get it out of the way. I do not like Pandora. I don't like Avatar movie. I don't like any of that. That was all proper English, I know. The movie, I've seen it too many times. My grandparents bought it in 3D for their 3D TV, which looks amazing. The graphics are amazing. Didn't like the story. Just didn't get the hype. Even about the second one, I got the same feelings. I'm like, 100 million views in like a week? What the hell? Anywho, this was incredible. And I was actually more impressed with the Avatar world than the Star Wars world in terms of the vibe they created. Because, I mean, look at this. This is incredible. You're going to see a lot of shots. Okay, well, that's David meeting his celebrity crush. Look at this. I mean, that's under a hut. And there's so many of this, you're like, wow. They made that, you got the Millennium Falcon, Star Wars, but then you have a planet, a full planet recreated. And the Star Wars one, you were in the desert town, and you're like, okay, well, desert town. I mean, what about Hoth, Okay, I'm gonna do it again, see? That's me, right there. And this is a giant fake skull that looks like a real skull, which is cool. There's the dude, floating in his tank. I forgot what they're called, and I'll probably remember towards the end of the video, or not at all. There, look at him. Cute little guys that would murder everybody, I guess. Hyena. This was fun. This is probably, if you go to Animal Kingdom, I recommend this, especially around like 6 at the end of the day. The animal tour, we were on the bus, is amazing. Our driver was amazing. She was funny. It was great. Wildebeest, and this is a African bull. That's probably not the right term, but it's where the Texan Longhorns come from. Didn't know that. That is all honeycomb design on the inside, and it helps cool their body, is what she told us, which is cool. I think, this might be a controversial opinion, that wildebeest look creepy. They look like demon creatures that signal the apocalypse. It's a rhino. Scary animal. I feel bad that they're being hunted. This is a lioness, the true hunter of the pride. And there's her boyfriend, the lazy boy with a mane. Lazy because I'm pretty sure he just stays there. Also, I just realized this tree is all covered up. I'm sure there's a reason for that. And that's, didn't notice that. Once again, Tree of Life. Me with my new motorcycle. Funny enough, I sent that picture to my dad. He was not with us at Animal Kingdom. And when I sent it to him, he's like, yeah, my mechanic who's working on my cars with me is building that exact same bike or fixing it up. So that's kind of random. I love this. This was like we were in Tibet. I just love the attention to detail of like the areas you're in where you're like, oh wow. I mean, I know I'm not in Tibet, but probably the closest feeling you're gonna have is here, other than going there. And I love that. It's just such the attention to detail. I love that stuff. I wonder if that's where Donald was at the Dino Bash. Dino Rama. See, it's already 18 minutes and we haven't gotten to Legoland. My dad actually asked me to take this picture. I love that. There's several pictures you'll see of him, and every single one he's in, he asked me to take, and I just think that's so funny. He knew it would look funny, and he asked me to take the picture. My mom did not ask to take the picture, but she's there being awesome too. So I had a great time with my parents. This is not in Disney. This is like on the Disney Strip outside where they have a bunch of stores. This is a fashion store, as you can see from the purses, but I love the adorable fake dog. And they had like a toothpick in its mouth, so it was holding the tennis ball. This dog is peeing on the glass door. Thought that was adorable too. Not that a dog peeing is cute, but this fake dog doing it is much cuter because you don't have to claim the mess. And plus, look at the thing. It's so adorable. This is David pointing at the Peppa Pig theme park, which was right next to the Legoland, and he really wanted to go, but unfortunately didn't have time to go. Sorry, buddy. I know you're a big Peppa Pig fan. Don't murder me for lying to everyone about that. I love Legoland. There were so few people here, and it was so hot, but there were so few people here, way less than Disney. And some of the rides are a little outdated, but besides that, I don't know why there weren't that many people here. It was incredible. Look, I got to meet Emmett. Look at the excitement on my face. Emmett, what a great guy. This is me trying to help some dinosaurs move a large Lego brick. I was unsuccessful, if you were curious. Even David was unsuccessful. I don't know who would climb on that. They're trying to lift it. It's really rude to climb on something that people are trying to lift up. I thought this was funny. This is a father-daughter, and you can see that he just spent a bunch of money on these 3 massive Lego sets that are probably $100+ each. So he's smiling somehow after going into debt. This is me with the sorting hat. This chair was very uncomfortable, made for children for sure, and made of Legos. So I was in immense pain while sitting in that chair, but you do it for the clicks. You do it for the gram. This is my dad on a scary roller coaster ride. He was very scared on this ride. This is me yelling at a baker who would not give me a pretzel because he said I was too human and not Lego enough. This is me attempting to take a bite of a Lego pizza that has been sitting outside for numerous days. Did not taste good. See, my dad. He just squatted down and said, take my picture with the painter. I think it's because they slightly look alike, minus the mustache part. I don't know who that woman is, but she looks like, oh, you're taking a picture? I'm just gonna stand here. Giant. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like bigger than me. Like, this thing was beautiful, all Lego. There's so many things that are massive here. It was great. This is David interviewing for something, I suppose. I have the volume off on this, I believe, but this is my dad on a ride that he asked me, my mom, and David to go on with him. I don't mind roller coasters, but I do mind things that make me want to throw up. And this looked like it was going to make me throw up, so we all passed. At the end of the ride, he said, you guys should have come with me. And we said, was it nauseating? And he said, yes. And I said, do you feel a little nauseous? He said, yes. And I was like, well, there you go. That's why we didn't do it, Dad. And you'll be able to see. We won't watch the whole thing, but you can see. Look at that. I mean, I don't even like the pirate ship ride. You know, that goes up and down. This is that, but spinning? No. I mean, I'm getting sick just looking at it. This is us in the girl part of the park, I guess. Taking a cruise in a convertible. She doesn't look too happy, but that's just water in there, I promise. This is him riding a horse. Not much to say about that. This is an eagle. There were so many pictures I had to cut out from this, but I'm just gonna skim through them so you can get the gist. This is so impressive. I mean, all the miniature Lego things. It's just grandma pushing grandpa in a chair with, I think, maybe even an IV bag, which is crazy. New York, incredible. Iwo Jima statue, amazing. My dad giving water to a traveler, amazing. David trying to decipher the Lego brick hieroglyphics, amazing. I don't know what's happening here. You infer your own story for this beautiful picture. This is really cool. You probably can't tell, but each one of those are just tiny. These bricks right here are like that big, and they made, just crazy. I mean, some of these had signs next to them saying how long it took to design and build. That one didn't, but I took this because Octan is the oil company in universe for Lego stuff. I thought that was cool. Even when I was a kid, it was Octan. Plus, there's a dinosaur directing something. I didn't really understand that. This is David mocking a warning sign. He did not make it alive off the coast of shores, so he should not have made fun of it. It was very scary. Giant Lego fountain. Now this is like a normal sized fountain, but made of Lego, so that was cool. It was not running, so it was just standing there, silent. This is David judging the minifigure, which is what they're called, for having high price gases in America. So yeah, I get it. It says between the ages of 6 and 13, you can go get your driver's license at Legoland. Shocker! I'm older than that, and so is David. But we got our driver's license anyways, and there were many children around us when we did this, and I thought it was hilarious. But, I'm a kid at heart. I still love Legos, and I love my Lego driver's license. I have it right here so you can see. There we go. And the kind women who were running this part of it were very nice to us and did not judge at all that we were in our mid-20s getting this driver's license. This is David being an adult, once again proving child at heart, by picking Einstein's nose. And then to make it even more of a point, my dad's pretending to be a booger in the nose of Einstein. Once again, didn't ask my dad to do this. He just walked over and said, take a picture, William, and I did. So this took maybe even more. This is huge. Like, this is taller than me, and I'm like 5'11", so this is crazy. And it took like hundreds of hours to make, so really cool. This is amazing. I love this. I wish I had one of these in my house. Maybe not the girl bee, but look at that. It's because they had like slatted pieces like this, so when you looked at it different angles, it was two different things. Meeting famous people, you know, that was always fun, except we really didn't care. They wanted to meet us, really, is what it was. And one of the last pictures, my mom and dad sharing a massive drink at the Coca-Cola bar. This was 4 stories of Coca-Cola products. Crazy. I tried the new Coca-Cola Starlight, which honestly tastes like cotton candy, which is okay. Whenever Coca-Cola and those soda companies come out with a new flavor, I'm always like, but I like your regular one. Like, I'm not gonna stop buying that one because of this one, you know. Anywho, Starlight's alright. And this is a very creepy art display at the airport, and I guess they're welcoming you, saying, yeah, it's pretty crazy in Florida. And that's the picture of me back at the Southwest Airport. It is late at night, so that's why Brugger's Bagels is closed. Thank you so much for watching this video. 26 minutes, oh my gosh. Hopefully this wasn't too long for you. Hopefully you enjoyed whatever this was. I've been promising this video for a while. Literally, I had COVID in this picture. Like, I had my mask on, I felt miserable, and I had 2 days of COVID. So that was not fun. 3 days of COVID. That was not fun. But the trip was amazing. I was not sick while on the trip, which was great. Only the day I was coming back. A lot of fun. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I want to make another video soon. My next MRI is coming up within June. But on top of that, I want to make a video like my favorite cartoons and things like that. I've been watching a lot of cartoons lately. If you've been watching my Instagram account, which by the way is the Shape Game YT, I'll put a link in the description. I post pretty good amount of stuff on there, so you can keep up to date with me there. 4th time saying that. Stay safe, stay amazing. See you in the next one.